Hey everyone, it's Renee. So I've got my third update on my current project pan that I'm doing. This is trying to use up some makeup items that I've had sitting around for a little while and I really want to try and move them out of my collection. There's also some that I just don't enjoy, so I wanted to get rid of them. So I'm just going to go through and show you the progress that I've made. On my last update, I had finished one item, which was the MAC pigment sample. This is in tan. It was like this really pretty rose gold color. I really enjoyed this. This was just a free sample I got from a MAC counter. So the first item was the Maybelline Pur BB Cream. This is for oily skin and it's in medium. This is now finally finished. I didn't have very much in here, but a little bit of this had really quite a lot of coverage, so this did last me quite a few uses, but it is now complete, so I'm happy to see another item finished. The next set of items I did classify as one, and these were the Napoleon Perdis China Doll foundation. Now I had 3 of these tubes that were basically finished, but there's just this tiny little bit in the bottom of each of these tubes. Now these are all in look 2. I think I had said in my last update I was going to try and finish these by this update, but the reason that I haven't actually used these is because I still have a tiny little bit of a tan from going for walks because we were in summer. Now that we're in autumn, I am noticing my tan starting to get a bit more paler, and so I feel like these will suit my skin tone very soon. So I'm still holding on to these. I definitely think it will only take 1 or 2 uses to finish all 3 of these up, but they are still hanging on. Now the third item was the Loreal Lumi Magique pen. This is the Touch of Light highlighting pen, and this was in 1 light. Now these are like the YSL Touche Éclat highlighting pens where you click them up, same as with you know, like MAC Radiant Boost and things like that, or whatever those ones are called. This is the only type of pen like this I have ever owned. It is now all finished up, which I'm so thankful for, because this was just an item I really didn't enjoy. It's meant to be sort of like a highlighting pen, but I never really noticed a huge difference when I use this. I do have it on today. This is a highlight that you can see here, but basically with this pen I would put my foundation on and then I would click this and I would basically run it all under my eyes like this. I would pat that all in and then I would go over the top with a concealer. Sometimes I'll use this on my chin and my forehead just for a bit of highlighting. It would give a very slight glow to the skin. It was very, very natural. But I would typically notice that once I would put foundation and concealer and all that on, I would then put on a powder over the top of everything, and it would tend to sort of disguise this. So I don't think I noticed a great difference in using this, and these were quite expensive. I think these are close to about $30, so it's probably not something I would go and get again. Now the next one is my Australis powder, and I love this powder. I always rave on about this. This is the Fresh and Flawless Pressed Powder in Deep Natural. Now I've definitely made a little bit of progress on this, and as you can see I did have to repress this one. As I was using it, a rim of the powder was sort of forming around the very outside of the pan, and it was making it very difficult to basically collect up the powder and get good coverage out of it. So I repressed it, and that's how I'm going with the repress. So definitely getting there with this one. I have so many of these powders because I just enjoy them so much, and I range between this Deep Natural shade and Darkest Brown, which I believe is the darkest shade within the powders that you can get. But this colour tends to suit me for most of the year, and I really do enjoy using it. Because I get oily skin, I use this typically to set my foundation and as touch-ups throughout the day, and it just does a really great job. I really wish they hadn't gotten rid of this packaging, because I prefer the look and the feel of this than compared to the newer version, which has like the clear lid. But I have a feeling that they did change that, because this is almost identical to MAC Studio Fix powders, but that's how I'm going with that powder. Now the next product here, I've got a bronzer, and it's the Bare Minerals Ready Bronzer, and this is in the Skinny Dip. This is like a mini deluxe size sample. I haven't really gotten a whole lot of use out of this. I ended up sort of tidying our house on the weekend because I had people around, and all my items, makeup items like this that I would normally keep out on my makeup table, I put them all away so it was all nice and neat, and I just haven't really grabbed them all back out again. And so I've sort of been leaning towards using other bronzers and things like that. But I definitely need to keep tracking on with this one. I still haven't hit pan. I definitely have a bit of a dip in here, but it's taking me a little while to get there with that one. Next item, this one is another one I haven't really gotten a whole lot of use out of, and it's the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion, and it's basically an eyeshadow base, and it just has a little doe foot applicator in here. It's another one I just put away and I haven't grabbed back out to start using. The next eye base I have is my MAC Painterly Paint Pot. I love this. I've spoken about this to so many different people. Painterly is just such a beautiful shade. I do actually have it as an eye base for my eyeshadows today. I really love it. It gives an amazing base for your eyeshadows to stick to. It just helps longevity. I never get creasing when I use it. It kind of helps blank out your eyelids, so if you've got veining or anything like that, it gets rid of it. But I really enjoy this. This is one I have had for a really long time. I'm pretty sure I have had this for probably 6 to 7 years or something around that, and it's still amazing. It's still super creamy. If you check back in I can't remember if it was my last update or the one before that, I had actually pushed down all the product. I had microwaved this, and then I had just gotten a Q-tip and literally pressed all the product down, swirled it, and sort of pressed it back in so that it was a flat layer again. And it's just amazing. This one I'm still trekking along with. I really do love this, but I do just want to try and move it out of my collection because I've had it for so long. But I would absolutely rebuy this, and I would get rid of every eyeshadow base I have and just have this one. That's how much I enjoy it. Now, the mascara I have next is another one that is now complete. This is the Rimmel Wonderful Mascara with Argan Oil. I've spoken about this one a few times. Overall, I don't particularly enjoy it. It doesn't really give me lengthening, thick lashes that I enjoy. It's a very natural looking type mascara. It never really sort of thickened or lengthened my lashes enough for me to sort of really enjoy it, but the properties in the argan oil were very enjoyable. It was sort of making my eyelashes quite soft. It helped them grow, and they didn't fall out as often. Nowadays when I try and use this, I'm just finding it can get very clumpy, so I am putting this one as now finished. I have been using a new mascara, I think it's CoverGirl Flamed Out Mascara, and it's got like an hourglass shaped wand, and I am loving that mascara so much. I've been using it in the last few videos, and I just feel like my eyelashes just look so long, and I've had a few people asking me if I was wearing fake lashes, so that's always a good sign. So yeah, so this one is now all finished up, which is another one gone, which is great. And onto my last item. Now this is the Fresh Sugar Advanced Therapy Lip Treatment Lip Balm. This is one that I did get from Sephora in the US, but this one, as you can see on my first update, this is where I was tracking, and then on the second update I was just down here. And this is another one that is all complete finally. And with this one I had actually started digging down into the tube because I was just enjoying using it so much. It has a really beautiful citrusy lemon type scent, and it just does an amazing job at moisturizing your lips and keeping them hydrated. I really did enjoy it, and I mean, as you can see in the light, it looks like, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it. I think you can a little bit. It looks like it actually goes quite far down into the tube, so it probably has a lot more product that I could get out of there, but it's just very hard to get out, and I don't particularly always enjoy using my fingernail to kind of get it out. But This is one that I'm going to mark as also now complete, which is awesome. I have been working my way through this one. Lip products are always really hard for me to get through. I typically only really enjoy lip products that I apply once or twice, sometimes 3 times a day, and that's it. So I just, I struggle trying to get through them. That is everything within my project pan. So I've now used up the Maybelline Dream Pur BB Cream, the L'Oreal highlighter, the pigment sample from my last update, and then the Rimmel Mascara and the Fresh Sugar lip balm. So I've used up 5 items out of the 10, which is awesome. So I'm halfway there. I'm definitely hoping once I finish up this project pan, I can start up a new one, and maybe if I only have a couple of items hanging on from this one, I may just move them across into a new project pan, but I'll see how I'm tracking. I definitely am trying to get through updates at least every month for you guys with this sort of project pan. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you are doing any type of project pans, definitely let me know, because I love watching these videos. And as much as I love buying items and love buying makeup, I also try and make sure I get through the items that I do have. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend, and I will see you soon. Bye.